Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Yeah, that's actually what I want to do, right? It'll put a green signal when it's reading, and then when it's not reading that, it won't put out a green signal. So we're going to go with the liquid pipe right here. That's going to come down here. I'm going to go with removing liquid pipe right here. Says liquid shut off, conductive wire, liquid pipe. Deconstruct the bit of liquid pipe on there, so that will remove the join that it's got there. That's fantastic. And then I'll go back into plumbing over here, and I go to liquid pipe, and that one is going to go out that way like that. And then I'm going to go here, ladder, liquid pipe, and I'm going to deconstruct that bit of pipe right there. Someone should be along shortly. They've got to come out from down this bottom end and load up for that one. There they go. Up they'll go. Climb up there, and they've removed that bit. So now if I go and have a look at the plumbing overlay, I've just got to wait for them to build a few bits in there, and they've got to build a few bits in under there to get those signals all in the right place. Don't think there's anything else that I want to do on that. I'll just keep it, I'll just have it like that with a straight signal coming in from up here down into this one, so that when that fires up, it releases... Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. It releases the water in here. That will then open this one up and send the water up that way. Right, so far so good. Then I can go to plumbing, and I can go to a liquid pipe, and I can take a liquid pipe along here into those three. We're scolding again, I know. Conductive wire, and I'll just add that one in over to that side. So then I've got three of these now that will be able to run. It's whether or not that desalinator is actually going to be able to do anything. Enable the pump building. That's the next test. Enable the pump and see if it does actually work. If the desalinator works, we can start getting the salt water from there back inside the base, and then that's going to go into here. So that's the first loop that I wanted to build. There's another loop that I want to build as well, which possibly I should be doing somewhere different than this. Ooh. Right, we'll cancel that. What's the potential load on this wire? 850 watts. Yeah, these electrolyzers don't take a lot. Deconstruct those. This is... I made a slight mistake with this. Deconstruct that one. And deconstruct that one. Right. Slight error on those. That's not supposed to come out that way. I'll also cancel the build there on that bit of wire. Like that. So if you could just dismantle those machines there a minute. I've got another one over there that I need someone to come and... Oh. Right. It's because I cancelled everything on there, and so I also cancelled the other bit. You here, deconstruct that. Now go up over here. I'm going to pause it again. Just going to stop it completely just for a minute. And we're going to go over this side. And we're going to go with oxygen. I'm going to take electrolyzer. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Right next to each other, just like that. Very simple, very plain, very easy. And this potential load over here is only 360 watts on there. I'll take conductive wire. I'll run it through those three there like that, and then we're going to go down over here with our plumbing, take that one, and this output. Right, I can actually start looking at this now and seeing if that's going to work. Well, I can't see anything at the moment whether it's going to work. I need to be able to move this water out of this area here, so I've got to jump across here, because you can't... Oh, unless I do a liquid bridge on these two. I can add a liquid bridge on there. Do it that way round, and then I can do a liquid bridge that will jump in underneath it. That's how we'll do this. Right, so we're going to need to put a... Where am I going to go? I'm going to come over I'm going to go up that ladder. I'm going to go across there, and then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to keep it into the floor there. So that ladder right there, I want that one to be removed. There. And then I will go here into the plumbing, and I'll take a liquid bridge, and that one needs to go that way, and then I want another one that goes that way, like that. And we'll come back down here, and we will take liquid pipe. And that pipe is going to go there, and then run along the top, and it's going to join into you. And it's going to come out from underneath, and it's going to go into there, and along to those 3 in there. Just like that, and nothing else. And then I'm also going to get rid of that bit of pipe right there. Okay, let them start building that lot in there, and that will join everything together. We've got oxygen being made. I need to have a look at this, because once this pipe here has all been joined together, I've got the power going into those. We will have our test on the desalinator over this side and see if that's actually going to work. Everything else is built. It's just these over here. Just waiting for a last few. There. Right. The desalinator doesn't actually take, like, if clean water is going into it, that is absolutely fine. It just bypasses it and sends the clean water on its way down the line. That is brilliant. That is absolutely perfect. We could not ask for that to be better. That is absolutely, definitely what we want. Right? That could not be working better than what it is right now. That is perfect. I've cleared everything from down there. I didn't want any more of that. So we've got a little bit of power issues at the moment still. It's starting and stopping. And as we know, that is going to be a bit of a problem. So I've gone to all this effort of doing this. So I've now got, if you have a look in here, we've got a massive supply of oxygen coming in. We didn't have any oxygen up here. We now have an oxygen supply. Next step, manual generator right here. This produces 400 watts of power, and I've got 30 dupes, and a lot of them are hanging around bored for a lot of the time. So we're going to change things up in here a little bit. We're going to go to furniture, and we're going to make a really nice, beautiful area in here. Portrait canvas goes that way up. Just a regular small blank canvas goes that way up. So really, I want a portrait canvas, and I want that one out there. I want to go power, and I want to have a manual generator, and I want to put that one. Actually, I want to bring it. Let's see if I go 1, 2. There, canvas, generator, canvas. Generator, canvas, generator. No, so I'll bring it in by 2. Actually, I'll bring it in by 3. We'll drop one there. I go 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And then I'm going to do the same up in this room as well. This gives me 6 generators. But what I want is I want this work area to be absolutely near perfect for them. I don't want it to be upsetting. I don't want it to be distressing for them. Majorly increases decor, contributing to morale with a marble block right there. It can be obsidian or granite. So we'd want that to be at a... we got a metal block right there. So that one is plus 20. This one here is decor plus 20. Large sculpting block is plus 10. Ice... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That one is 5. So it's the marble and the metal blocks. And then you got decor plus 50% if you use that. And that's plus 20. So, I mean, really, we want a metal block here. And we want to make it out of gold. So we want some gold metal blocks. Now, those can be singles. So if I was to put a single one of those there, rather than having pictures, and cancel that one, and then go and put another one down... manual generator and drop that one in there, and then I was to go and take another single... Actually, I think you can just go... If I click on that one, then I can just copy it, and I can drop that one in there, like that. And then I can click on that one, cancel that one, copy that one right there, and I don't have to keep trying to find them. Life a bit easier, and I can put one there, and I can put one there. There, that's better. Then we got this many. Okay, Get rid of those, and then go to that one, copy, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then go to that one, copy. It does take 400 bits of gold in order to do this. And then on the outside, in Israel, I know it's slightly over that way, but I wanted to keep it a little bit further away from this side where we've got the worst of the decor values. So up here, I'm going to want to remove the 2 bits of molding up there, and then over on this side, I'm not going to remove any moldings at all. We'll go back. Actually, I'm going to let that start running now, and then I'm going to go over here. So we've got a blank canvas that is going to go in there and in there, and then over... Wait a minute. Let's just go to priorities here a minute. Cooking, tidying, decorating. Right in here, I've got decorating is only allowed by Bubbles. So I need to just go and check Bubbles with her skills a minute. Bubbles, Bubbles, Bubbles. Where are you? Bubbles. She has the Masterworks decorating. Right, that's good. So long as she's got Masterworks decorating, I'm happy with that. She's also got rather low morale, which is a bit unfortunate. There's not a lot that we can do about that. So then we'll go and take a portrait canvas, and we'll drop 1 in there, and we'll drop 1 in there. So now Bubbles is going to come along, and she's going to paint the blank canvases, and she's going to sculpt the metal blocks as well. No one else is allowed to come in and do any of the decorating jobs. Not one single person is allowed to, apart from Bubbles. We've made double certain of that and triple certain of that. They are not allowed to go and do any more. That is it for them. And this is a good thing. This is what we want. We do definitely want them to be doing it like that. Now, we've got a lot of oxygen in here. That oxygen is spreading out, and it's rising up through the base as well. Oxygen overlay is already coming up here. There's no oxygen up that high just yet, but there will be. We're going to absolutely make sure that that pumps all the way up that high. Okay, Bubbles is busy working. Next on the list, I want to go to power, and I now need to join these into the main power system. And that's going to be a little bit more tricky. Like, if I join it into there, that heavy watt conductive wire right there, the potential load on that is 15 kilowatts. The current load is 4 kilowatts, which is not very much. This one can effectively produce up to 400 watts. So I could have conductive wire, which is, it does look pretty nice. And we can run it into the floor as well. And we can run it along. So I'm kind of hoping that I can use that. But I'm not sure how to have that conductive wire coming out. Max power 2 kilowatts into the battery. Jumbo battery right there. Power 40 kilojoules. Smart battery 400. Yeah, see, it's... I can pop that in, but then it joins into the rest of the system. I want power limited. I want to limit how the power goes in. Power transformer right here limits power flowing through it to 1,000 watts. So you can have 1,000 watts going in. Maybe this one. Limit it to 4 kilowatts. And the power going out, so it's not going to back up to it. And then, yeah, actually, I think this is the way. I think this is the way that we need to do it. We have to put these out over on this side. 1, 2, 3, 1,600 watts coming off of each line here. I'm going to put these over this side. They're going to have to go into these rooms. And then that can join into the rest of the... Actually, I've already got bad-looking... Excuse me. I've already got a bad-looking room down here. So I could put 2 of these, or I can just requisition 1 of these. Let's drop it in here for a minute. I'm going to put 1 in there. And I'm going to put another 1 in there, like that. So then we will go to power, and I will take conductive wire right here. It's going to be gold. And And that is going to run along over to that side there as gold. And I'm going to drop these. They're going to hook straight down like that. And the same with these. They're going to drop straight down into the floor so that we've got the least sort of interruption with them as possible. And it's going to go over to that side. And then that's going to be gold coming down to that point right there. Then I'm going to switch that over to copper to go from there down into this bit. And this one is going to go head over this way. It's going to drop down into there, and it's going to come over here. No, it's not. I don't want to join those together, do I? Ooh, that was nearly a mistake. It was very nearly a mistake. Right. Cancel that bit. And that bit. All the way down to there. Go back to the power. Conductive wire. So I've got... we're going to do copper out here. Coming out from that corner. No, I don't want to be coming out from that corner at all. I want to cancel that up to... Cancel that up to there. Right. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Conductive wire. And I want just the gold to go all the way out to there, and that gold to go out to there, and then conductive wire, and it's going to be copper. So that one's going to run down there like that, and that's going to go in here, and then this one is going to run down there. It's going to come over, it's going to drop down into that one like that. Then I'm going to go with a heavy watt conductive wire. And that is, I'm hoping, going to be able to connect up to these two. It's going to get to that point there. It's going to come over here. And it's going to join in there like that. Am I going to need to bypass that round so that it's sort of connecting in as well? I don't think so. I think that's actually going to be all right where it is. And that then should... This wire is not going to be overloaded at all. It's just the in feed, so I'm feeding in that much. Right the way through the whole thing. Masterpiece, genius metal sculpture right there. Okay, Bubbles, you're doing a grand job. Very pleased with all of your work. And then we got a whole load of people running around and doing a load of extra jobs as well, and that's just fantastic. That's going to take care, at the moment, of our power shortages, I'm hoping. That, I'm really hoping, will take care of power shortages. Now, what I've also got is I'm not only producing a lot of oxygen here, but I'm also pumping out a massive amount of extra hydrogen, which we're going to start making use of. And we're going to start doing something with it. Going to get more of these going as well. I got a lot of scolding going on here. It's because they're coming into here. And that's another thing that we've got to deal with and deal with quickly. But I want to get this finished here so that not only have I got room for 8 dupes to be running treadmills to help with the power problems, but I've also got those 8 dupes working in an environment that they're fairly happy with. Because that's going to be kind of the biggest problem with it, is that they're not going to like the environment that they're working in. If I can do that. There. Now that's working. So let me go and have a look at the power overlay in here. And like that. Current load 8.9.6. This in here. Current load 1200 watts. Potential load is 0. I know that this is kind of working backwards to how it should do. The power that's coming in this side is draining out very fast because it's going into the main system, but hopefully that does actually work. I don't know. Running this one backwards from a power generator source. Damage overheat. Right, that's thermo aqua tuners. That's the other major issue that I'm now going to have, is the aqua tuners up there are going to be starting to overheat, and that does start to cause me some major problems. Temporarily, at least, what we'll do is we will go through and we will uproot the Wheezeworts that we've got in here. This is going to be a priority 9 job that we're going to set it on. Like this. Right, I've gone through and I've set every single one of them to be uprooted on a priority 9. So hopefully we'll get a few dupes come rushing up to go and do that. There's only 2 suits available for them at the moment, but that'll be fine. So we just, if they can go and do that, that would be brilliant. Now I got 8 of them pounding the treadmills over here, and it does look like they are actually reaching a balance on power as well, with them running like nuts on there. Plus we've got these 2 working down here. A little bit of natural gas coming through. It's looking promising. I've got the... Oh, wait. Now, what are you guys doing? You're coming in and putting in dirt. That's just great. Right. I got one of them who's uprooting these seeds, and I need them to do that fairly quickly. I'm going to go through and uproot as many of the Wheezewort seeds as you possibly can, as fast as you can. Where have you made a mess? How did you even get up there? Oh, I see. No, he's just completely stuck. Right. He is completely stuck in there. He's probably going to want to leave fairly soon. Things not going well for poor Frankie getting stuck up there. That was not part of the master plan. Right, down you come in through here. A whole... I know I've got all of these doors, and there's probably a little bit too many in the way of doors right there, but at the moment it kind of seems like the best way that I can do this. Now I'll let them clean that up a bit in a minute. So I've got that ticking away. I know that I'm getting heat damage from that, which is going to potentially be a bit of a problem for us in the long run, but I'm hoping, sorted some of our power problems at the moment. Whether I've done this correctly by working it backwards, I don't really know. But it does look like everything is running here the way it's supposed to. They're not constantly running on the treadmills, but they're doing a pretty good job of running on those treadmills. We've got a few coal generators going over here, and I mean, if I look at the power overlay right there... Yeah, Oh, I got a max gas pressure issue going on here. So I need to do something about that as well. That damage overheated is starting to cause problems. I've got 8 of these dudes running fast on here, and they keep having to stop and hold their breath. If we go and have a look at the oxygen overlay, oxygen is starting to dissipate up through from these electrolyzers, which is good, but it's not brilliant. Now, I'm also going to have a quick look at the decor. So it's a really nice environment for them, right? They are genuinely happy with their environment right there. They just don't have much in the way of oxygen. So we're going to need to do something about that. And I figure probably the best way to help out with that a bit is to put in some more mesh tiles. So we'll use the gold amalgam for that. And I'll mesh tile all the way along there and there, and right into these corners as well. And do the same down here in this one. So that comes in through. Just get rid of those there. That should help things. That'll keep them running. I've got most of those now have been dug out. Just need to wait for the last of them to be done. There's someone else on their way up. Hopefully they're going to also dig out. They're going to be prioritizing coming in here and fixing these as well. They'll be over here to do some fixing in a minute. How? Yeah, see, he's going off to go and get dirt. They're not coming in here to pick these up. I just wanted to do this as a temporary fix to get these Wheezeworts done. If that could be temporarily fixed in there and have the Wheezeworts, kind of the whole issue with the Wheezeworts dealt with, then the rest of it isn't, like, quite so much of a problem. So I've got power and I've got oxygen coming in here. I've got some jobs in there to have some more oxygen. I know that now the dupes are going to be used up running the treadmills, and that's not great, but it's sort of part of a solution. That's what I'm working on at the moment, is having it just as classed as part of a solution. Now, I can also go back into here, take you. I want to plant a wheezewort, so I'm going to just go over there and plant like that, and then copy settings. Spread that across there, spread that across there like that, and these 4 will be lifted out, and then we'll have clean, new wheezeworts put in. And hopefully that will take care of a little bit of cooling up that side. And then there's another thing that I don't need to worry about quite so much at the moment. All the way back down here again. The water. We're using up a bit of it, but we're still low on power. Power is going to be a major issue for a while. I've at least gotten rid of the farm, so we're not consuming quite so much of our raw mineral, which we were consuming. We always knew that was a temporary measure, but there's some other things that we can maybe do to get around this a bit. Right now I'm using up sedimentary rock, but I'm not using the granite or the igneous. And yeah, I've got some creatures in here. They're hungry, and they're going to start starving eventually, and then they're going to well, they're just going to be a supply of food. That's essentially all we're getting. So they're turning them into a supply of food. Now, couple more things that I want to do. That metal refinery, I want to disable that building completely. It's leaking a lot. The pipes keep getting damaged. Not everything is running around the way it should. And it's... I mean, yeah, it's useful. It is very handy to have here, but it's built out of the wrong materials, and it's causing us problems. So if I can just pause that one for a minute, I can mop everything up there, and then if we slowly work our way down here, you'll see that we've got various floods all over the place, and it's all been caused by that one up there, which we kind of want to get rid of. And then I got a whole load of flooding down here. Don't really need to be mopping that bit up, but I'm going to anyway. Now, back up through. You haven't been shut off yet. You're awaiting coolant. And that's kind of the... Oh, yes, you have now been shut off. Right, that's kind of like the biggest problem with that is the way that it's constantly awaiting coolant. But we're delivering in the wheezeworts already. They're waiting on fertilizer. For a lot of it, they're waiting on fertilizer. Now, they have got the chilly breath, and I'm hoping that that is going to just condense a little bit of the steam in here. It's not going to do a lot, though. Really not going to do a lot. It's going to cause us problems, so we need to have another solution up there. And I do have an idea of how I can make that work that I've done. I sort of tried it out, I tested it, and it did seem to do okay. So this clicking, this constant ticking of damage overheating is slightly frustrating. Before I get to that, though, there was another thing that I wanted to do. And that one is up here. It's going to be right up there, above this lot. And it's, these have got to be changed over. It's got to be mesh tile in there like that. That's gold amalgam again. And then I'm going to dig out that like that. So that is all dug out and cleared. And then I've got... really anything else that I need to worry about on that? I got a load of salt up there, which I'm just going to ignore and I'm not going to worry about. So I've got a load of hydrogen. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.